Hi, I'm Akshat and you're watching Something's Brewing. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the AeroPress. The AeroPress is one of the most versatile brewers. It is travel friendly, compact, and it gives you control. There's no compromise in the coffee that comes out of it. Right here today in front of me, I have two AeroPresses and I'll shortly tell you why. AeroPress uses the method of immersion coffee brewing that the French press uses, but there's a twist. It can also use percolation method of brewing by just flipping it. And here in front of me, I have two AeroPresses to show you exactly why. AeroPress, when kept like this, is brewing similarly to a pour over in a percolation method of coffee brewing. And when brewed upright, it uses the method of immersion. Today, we are going to brew AeroPress using two recipes, one in immersion and one in percolation, to understand what the AeroPress has to offer. Before getting into brewing, let's understand the variables that affect your brew in the AeroPress and that you have to take care of. The water temperature in the AeroPress has to be around 85 to 95 depending on the coffee that you're using. For lighter roasted coffees, a boiling temperature or something close to boiling is fine. For medium to dark roasted coffees, however, we tend to use lesser temperature of water, something from 85 to 92 at max. So, the second variable would be your grind size. We need to grind medium fine for brewing with the AeroPress. The third variable would be your brew time. For how long you steep your coffee and water together can also affect your brew. It can over or under extract your coffee. So, because we'll be using two different methods of AeroPress brewing, we'll use two different recipes. For the standard AeroPress method, we'll use a recipe which will be of 1:18 ratio and we'll use around 11 grams of coffee to around 200 ml of water. And with this, the inverted method, we'll use 15 grams of coffee with a 1:15 ratio and we'll use around 225 ml of water. So let's brew two coffees simultaneously. I'll just keep this aside and dose my beans first. Before putting in the coffee here, however, we will put in the paper filter first. You might see a lot of people asking you to pre-wet the paper filter, but it is not required. It is not a must. You don't get a papery taste in this. The next step would be to fill in water in both of these. With this, we have to fill it up to the top. If you don't have a scale, that would be fine as well. With this, I will use a scale because I'll be blooming the coffee first. So we'll pour in 50 grams of water first and let it set for some time. Quickly give it a stir. And now I'll pour in the remaining water, which is going to be another 175 milliliters of water. And I'll let it sit for the next 2 minutes. It's 1 minute 30 seconds and I'll put the plunger on and give it a gentle swirl. It's almost time on the scale and the time on the scale is around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And this is where we start slowly plunging. We aim to plunge for the next 30 seconds with constant, slow and steady pressure. And this is ready. And it's almost time for this. We'll give it a gentle swirl. Put the cup on top and flip it. And we will try to plunge for the next 30 seconds with slow and steady pressure. And it's ready. The standard method gives you a light and clean cup of coffee. It does not have that much of the body that this might have. I'll just quickly taste and tell you. Yeah, this is more rich bodied and more complex. It has all of those flavors that the French press cannot give you, and you don't even have to sacrifice on the body like when you have to do with the V60. The AeroPress gives you clean yet full bodied cups of coffee. With the inverted method, you can extract complex notes without losing the body, unlike the V60. And with the standard method, you get a very light and balanced cup of coffee. If you're someone who likes to experiment with their brews, wants to play around and also wants coffee on the go, the AeroPress is the perfect brewer for you. If you found this video helpful, please do subscribe, and if you want to dive deeper into other brewers like the Mocha Pot, French Press and the V60, we have dedicated videos for them on our channel. Thank you, until next time.